Hi, welcome to VIVE Cooking School. My name is Jodie. I'm going to teach you how to poach an egg. What you will need is one of these utensils here, so either a slotted spoon, a slotted strainer, or a fine mesh strainer here, and this will be very convenient for you when you need to take your eggs out. Okay, then you'll also need a pot of boiling water, so this needs to be boiling very rapidly. We're going to turn it down to a gentle simmer, and we're also going to add in vinegar. Vinegar is key, so add a good amount of vinegar in there. What that does is that actually sets the egg from being too runny or your egg whites just dissolving into your boiling water there. We'll bring it back up to the boil, so get that nice and boiling. And then once it comes to the boil, like I said, we'll turn that down to a gentle simmer. Okay, now it is back up to the boil. After we've added the vinegar, we're going to turn that down to a gentle simmer, and we want to see those small bubbles on the bottom of the pan. That's going to release the egg white from the bottom there to make sure it doesn't get trapped. Then what you need to do is get your eggs into a little ramekin. It's really hard to crack the eggs straight into the pan, so having them in a little ramekin is definitely key. If you don't have these, use a cup. Really, it doesn't matter what you're using. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get a little stir, so you get a little whirlpool going on in there, and then you're going to slowly pop your egg in there, okay? And I'm going to do 2 because I want 2 eggs on toast. Pop that one in there too, okay? In this size pan, you could get up to about 3 to 4 poached eggs going at a time in there, but no more than that, because by the time you add the last one, the first one will be overdone. And then what you're going to watch for is those small bubbles coming to the top, and make sure your boil isn't too rough. So we're coming gently up to a very small simmer now, and then we'll be able to check once our eggs are ready. You can just release them a little bit from the bottom and move them around slightly, but please don't agitate them too much at this point. We're going to let them cook, and then I'll show you what they look like once they're cooked. Okay, so our eggs are cooking very nicely now. They're not quite ready yet, and I want to show you why I say that is because when I bring them up to the surface, you see how they spread out and they're not nice and bubbly like a round shape. That means that they've got a lot of egg white there still that isn't cooked. So we'll come back in just a few moments and we'll have another check of those. Okay, so our gentle roll of a simmer is going on now, and we're going to have another look just to see if they're ready. Nice and gently bring it up to the surface. Yes, it's holding more, but it still has a little bit of wobble there, which you just need to cook that a little bit further. We are going to have these as runny egg yolks. That's the best way to have them, I believe. Okay, make sure that your water isn't boiling any faster than this right now, so a real gentle simmer, otherwise you're going to break your eggs. And can you see, as I bring that to the surface of the water, it doesn't spread out anymore, it holds up its texture and shape, and it is very hot, but if I touch it there, it's got a good bounce back to it. Okay, so you can see how it wobbles as well. It sort of holds nice and firm, and it's not wobbling and jiggling all over the place. That means that our egg yolk is still undercooked, which is going to be nice and runny, but our egg white is not going to be snotty. Pop it into a bowl before you put it on toast, just because you'll have that extra bit of water that you need to remove. That way your toast isn't getting soggy, and then you've got a beautiful, nicely poached egg. Let me just crack that for you, because you're going to be in awe of this egg. Oh, look at that runny egg yolk. Delicious. Enjoy.